Today I'm going to show you how to put your clip-in extensions in. I use 2.5 packs of Sally's Euronext extensions. I use 14 inches and I use 18 inches. So it's up to you on how you feel. I just like my hair to be very thick. My natural hair is very thick and it's actually pretty short, so if your hair is pretty short, you're going to need more extensions. If your hair is longer, then you can get away with not as many. How I know the difference is, they're a little bit of a different color. They're supposed to be the same color, but they're not. And the clips on these ones are silver. The clips on these are white. And then I always use 2 brown ones at the very bottom. These are also 18, but these are from when I had brown hair. So, let's get started. I'm going to part it on this side just for the tutorial right now. So basically how I do it, a lot of people don't do it this way, and that's okay. If your hair is longer, you don't have to. My hair is actually finally getting longer, so I don't really have to do this part, but I just feel like it's the easiest way to hide the underneath of your hair. Okay. I basically part it from ear to ear, and then up. And you're going to clip this part up. Make sure you don't have any side hair in this back section. Then I just section it into 3 and braid it. I know it looks crazy, but it works. And then I just have a little clear elastic. Okay, so that's that part. Then I take the bottom two. At the very bottom, see how long this one is? You really don't need this one at the very bottom. So I always use this one. It's not as long, but it is longer. They come in clips. The Euronext comes in clips of 3 and 1. So you have a couple that are this size, couple of this size, and then I think 4 or 6 that are just one single clip. So I push this up and I just snap them in. Now if you don't do this part, if your hair is long enough and you don't need to do this part, then you just clip this, part your hair, clip it, part your hair, clip it. You don't want to clip it at the very bottom. I just clipped it up a little bit. Then I just twist my braid. Pull it over. Pull it over. Okay. So that's the very back. Now to the sides. Now you also want to use 18-inch, the longer ones for the next part. Using 18 and 14 give you layers without cutting layers, you could say. Okay, so I part. About 1 inch or so over my ears for the next section. Like I said, you either get 3 smaller clips or longer clips. You're going to want to use the 2 that are smaller. Now if your hair is really thin, you can always take this and tease it, but I don't ever have to. You just take it and tease it right where you're going to put the clip, and it helps to stay a lot longer. These clips are really good though. They don't ever slip, and they have silicone right here, so it helps to grip the hair. Right at the very front. Right there. Then the next part I do is a little different than most people. I basically take what's my hair, pull it up, take the second clip, and you want to clip it down. See how it's on an angle rather than straight? If you put it straight, then this is going to stick up. So you want to do it down a little bit, clip it, pull this down, and then clip that one in the back. So this is what it looks like. Now the reason I did that, I clipped it underneath, is so that when you're curling it or straightening it, you won't have those short pieces just right here underneath, because that's how people can tell that you have extensions. Same thing for the other side. Now if it does stick up a little bit, it's okay because the rest of the hairs will weigh it down. Now the next part. You're just going to section right over it. You can do a big space, a little space. It depends on how much hair you have, how big your head is. I'm just going to place it at the very back, in the center, clip, side, clip, side, clip. So there's nothing right here, and there's nothing right here, just in the back. Now you're going to take your smaller ones. I only use 2. I'm just going to clip right here. It's okay that there's a little space there. And you don't want to do too close to the hairline because then you'll be able to see them. Okay. Next step. Now because I'm parting it over here, obviously I have more hair on this side than this side. I have one left. I don't know how many really come in the pack. I've lost a few. But I just take this one and just put it on this side. You don't have to do anything special on this side. Just make sure it's not too close to the hairline. Okay. Okay, so for this side, you're going to want to take a smaller one, like I was talking about. Smaller. These are the 14 inches now. There, and in the back. And it's okay that it's overlapping. You just don't want it to, if it hurts, you need to rearrange it because it's not going to ever feel better. For the first, I want to say, week or 2 of wearing these, obviously your head's going to hurt, but then your head begins to get used to it. I do wear them every day. It's very rare that I don't wear my extensions. Next part. I'm going to take the long one. I'm actually going to section a little higher on this side and a little bit over on that side. Okay. Now if you have bangs, you don't want to section all the way up here because then your bangs will be gone. So I normally section right about part right there. Snap there. And then snap all the way over at the back. Okay. Then I normally take just one single smaller one and I just place it right there in the front. See, there's a gap, that's okay. Now I only have 2 more plus a little one. So you need to be conscious of how much you have, because if you're still down here and you only have this much left, it's not going to work out. I'm going to want to do this one a little bit higher. Almost in the center of my head. And you want to make sure in the back that it's not up high here, because if it's up high here, you're going to be able to see the clips. If you have longer hair, you don't even need to go up as high as I'm going, but because my layers are so short, it just works best for me. I'm going to take this small one and just place it all the way around. Now in the very back, because you're getting so close to the top, I like to place it downward. I place it across and down rather than up here, because you're going to have another clip that goes this way and it's going to come up here too. So I'm probably going to pull that one this way. Alright. Now this side is done. So you're going to want to take this side. And like I said, you don't want to go too high up, because then you'll see them. But if you have short layers and you don't go high enough, it will look like a mullet. I have had a mullet. Alright. Once again, don't part it too close to your bangs. One clip there. One clip there. And then, like I said before, I'm going to cross it and bring it down. So it's not up here, it's down, so that when your hair lays over, it lays nicer. Alright, last step. So, if you are able to see them, you just want to tease a little bit at the root, pull it down. Tease a little at the root, pull it down. Now I'm not a crazy person where if you see my extensions I'm going to flip out, because everyone knows I wear extensions and I don't mind. But a lot of people obviously don't want people to know they wear extensions. So, just tease it a little bit. Okay, so for the sake of this, I'm going to just twist it back. I'll show you how the extensions look when they're all done. Twist it back. Now you want to be careful when you're twisting, because look, you can see an extension there. So you're going to want to pull that hair down and then twist it. Now if you leave your extensions straight and you straighten your hair, it's obvious you can use them every day and you don't even really need to do anything. Maybe straighten over your hair a little bit. But since it's wavy now, it blends a lot better too. If you wear them super curly, you're probably going to have to put them in and then recurl them, because you don't, unless you're putting them in the same exact spot, you don't exactly know where they're going. Hope this helped you all. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks. Bye.